between the Minnesota Vikings and the Carolina Panthers. A lot of people had this game circled this week. Two of the best teams so far squaring off here in Week 5. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
We go 0 to 100 real quick. Maybe on that rap to pay the bills. Now I'm finna, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he's going to be hauled down on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Ready! 70 Lions! Warriors, 70! Ready, ready?
Throwing on first down, Willis. Look at that power, deep left side. He's got it inside the 10! And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
He's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take a 6-0 lead right away. Chris Olave with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Now the first carry of the game for the Arizona State rookie. He gets forward, that's about 4 yards. Alex Anzalone there on the stop.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, McCarthy. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Hits his running back. He's still going at the 30. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it 1st and goal from the 8.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shot down the field, or they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
From the red zone now. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish off their opening drive. It's a T.J. Hockenson touchdown. Record there to tack on the extra point. And the Vikings respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, Chuba Hubbard gets it. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Dallas Turner there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking from the gun, it's Willis. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. There's 1st and 10 from the 47. Tight end going in motion here. Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Downfield, he's got Hawkinson. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Bringing the offense up to the line, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy escapes the pocket. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yep.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
All set now, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he drives that one backward on a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
Gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Back-to-back carries here. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple yards short of what they needed. Let's see if they try their luck now on this 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
McCarthy throwing on 4th down. He's able to hit Felton. This is caught. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
In the huddle, here's 1st and goal. McCarthy throwing here. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete.
Okay, you get down to this tight red zone, and there's only so many pass plays you can run, largely because you don't have enough space to operate. Defense knows it, too. Give those guys some credit. They were all over that one.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. He pushes them a little closer to the 3.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal for McCarthy. Bails out of the pocket quick, and he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. J.J. McCarthy, the touchdown. Went after tried good by Reichert. And the Vikings take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start at the 35.
35-yard line.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
70, 60, Hawk 70, Hawk 70, go!
Not deterred by that pitch. He's throwing again. Has him running the comeback. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Out of the shotgun, a give to Hummer. Fights his way through a tackle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
It's complete. Sanders got that right. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Viking 18, let's go now. Top row 18, Dragon 60, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. On the move, hit it right. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. It's a sack on 1st down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on 2nd.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack.
Here we go, here we go. 19, trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight. 19.
Willis. Throwing deep towards the end zone. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Looking inside the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. He has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blocksmith. Right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here comes Williams on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. Gets at the 25-yard line. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's McCarthy to throw. And he goes. The Panthers got him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I think we know that the quarterback's a demanding position because not only do you have to have a clock in your head, but you've got to have a spatial awareness of where you are on the field. And once you start retreating, going backward and backward and backward, you got to just sling the ball in the stands. Otherwise, well, you take a huge negative sack like that.
Putting the tight end in motion. Trying to throw this from the gun. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Forces one through double coverage. And it's intercepted. And the Panthers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially if you go
He's got it deep downfield. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Completed to his running back. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Forced out to his right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it'll be 3rd and goal.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards.
On the ready.
So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6.
Here we go. No. Ready.
They'll run here following the penalty. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And they've taken back the lead.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
So after plenty of scoring already, we have reached the 2-minute warning. More coming up from Bank of America Stadium. Stick around. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's McCarthy. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. J.C. Horn to pick it off. That deficit, and that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore, they play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
Good running here. He's across the 15. And finally, he's down at the 5-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
1st and goal. Hubbard. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL. But it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there. When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and they netted some positive yards.
And they're going to say he was short. They held him out, Brock, and now we're going to have to wait and see what they decide to do here on 4th and goal. They weren't particularly interested in disguising that call, Brock. The defense knew it was coming, and they make the stop.
Yeah, even against a prepared defense, you still expect to at least get a yard, get that surge, get that push. We've been so used to seeing it. That's a real tip of the cap to the defense to get that stop.
And he scores. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers grow their lead just before halftime. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
But how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Connects on the crosser. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. McCarthy looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one gains 7. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38. Again, McCarthy to throw. Complete downfield to Felton. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. Here's McCarthy. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Back to the air. McCarthy. It's his running back. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing again now, McCarthy. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now it's second down.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick. Real quick.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. Has it down close. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a one-score game before halftime. Record there to tack on the extra points. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. See if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the final play of our first half.
Here we go.
One final shot before the half. Drop downfield to Olave. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Here comes Williams on the return. They crush him right along the 20. That is where their offense is going to take over. Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. He dodged the tackle. And some excellent work to drive him all the way out past the 30-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
They'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Give now to the running back. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
To the line they come, 2nd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he put everything he's got behind it. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take the lead right away in half number 2. One after try good by Reichert. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Here's Reichert set to kick this away. And he just